Seems pretty freaking nice. Downshifted perfectly. Well, boys, as you can see, the car is back on the ground. Now, is it fixed? Did I fix the problem? And how did I fix the problem? Well, step one was removing the old transmission. As you saw, I had transmission problems in the last video. Can't get in a second. The thing just, it wouldn't shift correctly. It wouldn't go into gear easily like it should, except randomly sometimes. Upshifting was generally fine, though sometimes it did grind gears, and could not downshift while moving ever. Tried a few different things, checked the fluid. Fluid kind of looked like crap even though it was brand new. Fluid levels were good. Bled the slave cylinder, throwout bearing, whatever you want to call it, a whole bunch of times with no changes. Clutch pedal felt great every time. So I came to the conclusion that the T56 I bought that was rebuilt with 0 miles was junk. What are you doing? So I weighed my options. Should I get it rebuilt? Should I have it torn apart and just have whatever is wrong with it fixed? Should I get like a TIC Performance Stage 1 or Stage 2 upgrade? Ultimately, I decided to get the sort of new T56 Magnum F. I'm very happy with my purchase. It ended up being like $3,400 bucks, free shipping. Still got it from TIC Performance, and the reason I went, bless you, the reason I went with that is because to get mine rebuilt, I got a couple different quotes. The one place had a base labor price of $1,000. That was just basically to open it up and just determine what was wrong with it. So then I'd have more parts and more labor on top of that. And that would be probably just a stock rebuild. TIC Performance, they had their Stage 1 and Stage 2. Stage 1 was like between $1,500 and $2,000 to upgrade it to 450 foot-pounds. That's not including fixing whatever was wrong with it. Stage 2 was, I think, a little over $2,000, and then that's rated for 600 foot-pounds. Again, that's not including fixing whatever was wrong with it. And then there's lead times with that. I had to ship it to a different state. It was a whole thing. So in the end, I decided to just go through TIC and get the Magnum F. I think it was the right choice. So stay tuned, guys. We do go for a short drive on this video. I hope you enjoy. Do you want to help me carry this thing?
Strap on this.
Yep, just like there, short. It's heavy.
They're not expected to be this heavy.
It's like 100-something pounds. Luckily, somebody's buying this T56 to help offset the cost of the new, very expensive one. And yes, I did tell him that it's junk. Meanwhile, guys, I got the old clip yoke out of the drive shaft. It's dripping on me. Because when you go into a Magnum, you're going to a different spline. Yeah. Other than that, these should be basically the same. This one is a hair longer, the new one. But they both are still supposed to use the 1330 U-joint. Put this on the drive shaft, that way at least this is good to go while I await to put the transmission in. New slip yoke for the T56 Magnum F installed. You can see not that there's a huge difference, but the Magnum certainly is thicker. So this was almost brand new. Let me know if this was part of the reason that T56 was messed up. Is it supposed to wear out like this with like, 20 miles on it? Does that seem right? Let me know in the comments if that looks like normal wear and tear or not, or if this was like a telltale sign of one of the failure points of the T56. You can see it definitely wore in multiple places, but like here, it's definitely worn, and you flip it around to this side and it's not worn as much. I don't know, let me know, you transmission experts out there, because I am not an expert in transmissions at all. Also, if anyone needs a regular T56 1330 slip yoke, this is a Sonax, it's supposed to be a good one, If you want this, let me know. I'll sell it cheap. It's basically brand new. Now I'm going to get to working on this exhaust. The X pipe and the initial part that comes off the headers, this is fine. This doesn't need modified. I just want to paint it because it just kind of looks bad. The other part, which I lost, here's the other part. I have some flex pipes to weld in down here, make it fit a little better, and that needs painted as well. Just gonna give it a quick cleaning. Not gonna clean this one yet because it needs welding and whatnot. And this one actually isn't in that bad a shape. It's the full rear section that has the most surface rust. This one really isn't bad. This is just some very high temp, flame proof paint, nothing crazy. So these are both going to live about here. So start cutting. Don't mind my grinder on the floor, still in the middle of the garage rehab. All right, one flex pipe done. One to go. Not the best welds, but could be worse, considering it's a Harbor Freight welder and I'm welding on the ground. I'm a rookie. Turned out decent. Hopefully it doesn't leak. I'll show you guys. Some of these welds I had turned out pretty nice, and then other ones, not so much. Terrible. Like some of them I would get really well when the helmet was working well and everything. Like I'd have a decent weld there, and then it would just turn to absolute mush everywhere else. But either way, those are done, welded in. I got 2 coats of paint on the other exhaust. I gotta get 2 coats of paint on this, and that's done. For the fun stuff, gonna unbox the new transmission. What this whole video and problem is about. Just came in today. Boy. Oh, cardboard. Yikes! What? I didn't think it came with a shifter, but it does, and seems pretty freaking nice. I might have to sell my MGW because that feels really solid. So if you're not aware, this is the Tremec Magnum F. So it's the T56 Magnum F. F meaning it's the same size as a regular F body T56, but it's a Magnum. So rated for 700 foot-pounds of torque. You get all the benefits of the Magnum, but in the smaller package. But it is pricey. It's a brand new transmission, so I don't have to worry about it. Comes with everything. And it has a warranty. This is the fix for the problem. A very expensive fix for the problem. Skip shift, reverse lockout. Still need another plug. Reverse lights hooked up. Almost good to go. Exhaust is all nice and welded up. I think there aren't any holes. Hopefully not. So just gotta quick clean it and then paint it with the high temp paint. See how this turned out. Oh yeah, that looks pretty good. I figured since these are stainless steel, I'll tape them off and kind of gives a little contrast to the exhaust, makes it look better. Exhaust is all welded, painted, looking nice and fresh. Happy with that. Got new gaskets for it. Got the new T56 Magnum F. Just look at how beautiful this thing is. Just so nice looking because it is brand new. And I have it all prepped. I got everything on it deleted that needs deleted. The reason this was delayed is my throwout bearing clearances weren't quite there. It was just a hair too long. I was trying to find a shorter throwout bearing. Didn't want to spend 400 bucks for an adjustable one. But what I ended up doing is getting this 1/8 spacer plate between the bell housing and the transmission. Seems like a nice piece. It was like 75 bucks shipped. So this should fix my clearance issues perfectly. Pretty easy fix. So slides right on the front. All right, back to the install. As long as it fits and works, very, very happy. I'm not gonna bore you guys through the whole process of installing this because it's gonna suck. So I'm gonna try to hoist it up in there and get that done. I'm not gonna walk you through the whole process. See you back in a few seconds. I'll try the old snapperoo trick. 1, 2, 3. Still have a couple little things left to do, but generally, Tranny went in smoothly. Hopefully it works. Here you see the fresh exhaust. Looks really nice, really happy with that. Looks a lot better than what it did. Much cleaner. No more rusty looking old exhaust. Then the brand spanking new T56 Magnum F. Still gotta put fluid in it, make sure the clutch is bled well, then we'll see if it works. Everything's buttoned up underneath. I just have to fill up the transmission with fluid, install the shifter, go for a test drive. Cross your fingers, hope that everything works as it should. I'm nervous. Trying something that I never thought I would do, filling up my transmission with fluid inside the car. It's gonna take a while, isn't it? Ooh. Well, that's taking forever, so I'm gonna watch some YouTube while it all drains down in there.
This is a 2021 GMC Yukon Denali.
Pretty easy and convenient. That way I'm not underneath with a pump. You know, just pumping it all up in and just takes 4 quarts, put it in from the top, good to go. Just have to put some sealant on the shifter, install the shifter, done. Tight fit. Well, I can shift it correctly, unlike the last transmission, at least so far. All right, ready to go. I'm gonna fire it up while it's up on the stand safely and just kind of run it through gears and make sure the clutch is working as it should. I think it will work. And also I haven't started the thing in a couple weeks, so hopefully it fires up no problem. We'll see. Everything seemed to work well and I could actually shift. Real test coming in a minute. Let's lower it down. gonna go on a short little test drive if I can get it out. Kind of have some stone in the way. Let's see if I can work my way out. Alright boys, time for a short drive. This is not the first drive video, so don't get your hopes up. That's going to be a much better video coming later. For now, let's see if this fixed the problem. So far, so good. Feels perfect. Downshifted perfectly. Yes, sir. I'm gonna call that fixed. A couple of people had me almost convinced that it was a problem with the clutch or the throwout bearing. It wasn't. It was the freaking stupid rebuilt transmission. Man, this T56 Magnum F feels great. I gotta keep driving. All right, we're gonna go for a little ripperoonie. Keep in mind the speedometer is on, I think. The RPMs are not. So it's reading like 3,200 right now when it's 2,200. Hang on, camera, it's about to get a little wild. Oh boys, I'm freaking pumped. That went perfect, went swimmingly. If you saw it before, like, I have it idling right now and I like couldn't shift basically when sitting still. Look how smooth this goes in now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, reverse. And I can clutch up, clutch back in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just, I could never do that before, so I'm so excited. Man, it was, going through the couple turns that I went through was so great because I could just rev match downshift and it just felt so good to be back in this car with a proper transmission. That was really the best drive I had since swapping the car. So yeah, I'm freaking pumped. I'm so happy that I fixed it. It was a very, very, very expensive fix, that's for sure. Let's look at her, looking all fixed. Well, thanks guys for tuning into this video. If you thought I was right and it was a transmission problem, not a clutch problem, give it a thumbs up. If you thought I was wrong and you thought it was clutch or throwout bearing related, leave a comment below. I'm curious to see what you guys thought because a lot of people had me thinking it wasn't the transmission. The old one, I sold it as broken. It was labeled in Facebook Marketplace as broken. The guy who bought it said he's gonna rebuild it, so he's gonna send me some pictures and stuff or details of what went wrong with it or what he thinks went wrong with it. He did say when he drained the fluid, it was like real nasty looking, which I thought so too, considering it was brand new. So yeah, I'm curious. I'll fill you guys in on the next video or two what actually happened with that transmission because it was broken. But E36 is back up and running and I'm so happy. And I have upgrades scattered. All right, you guys probably already saw them. I don't know. You might have seen the upgrades. Anyway, I got upgrades coming already here. So I got to get to working on that stuff. I need to detail the whole thing. I need to make the first drive video. I got a lot of stuff to do. Hopefully I can get a lot of that stuff done this week or the upcoming days. We'll see. That's my plan. But first drive video is actually coming soon. You got a nice little teaser in this video, so you're welcome. Likes and comments are always appreciated, guys. I'm trying to get the channel to grow, but it kind of sucks because no one really watches the E36 stuff. It's LS swapped, and I guess everyone's seen an LS swapped E36 or something. I don't know. So likes and comments go a long way. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.